Has altcoin season been canceled for this one sector of crypto? And is it about to start for another sector? Smash the like button, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because in these time-sensitive videos I'm going to be sharing with you here on this channel, we talk about everything crypto, especially those altcoins, and I bet you're wondering what's going on, what's going to happen next. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you these time-sensitive updates. But please understand, before we go any further, I'm not a financial advisor. Cryptocurrency trading is very, very risky. Never risk more than you can afford to lose. A majority of the cryptocurrency coins will not make it in the long run. And again, I'm just an educator sharing with you the data, and that's it. I'm just a guy like you on YouTube trying to figure out this market. So let's figure it out together. Well, let's take a look at the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's coming right at 65,000 on the weekly. Now, if you take a look at the weekly charts, it doesn't really look that bad, right? It just looks like we've been ranging, right? And yeah, we're just kind of in this mid-range here, and maybe we just kind of do this for a while, right? So to me, a lot of people are panicking. We're seeing a lot with altcoins, and reality is, according to Titan of Crypto here, the bull run is still on. Both parabolic SAR indicator and LMACD on the 2 monthly chart are showing that the bull market is far from being over. Relax, the best is to come. Now, what are some other reasons why we think that the best is yet to come? This is a very interesting chart to me. It says the Bitcoin is about to catch up with the stock market again. So is Bitcoin about to do this? Well, let's just look at this chart. So in blue, you can see the SPX, which is the stock market, and then Bitcoin here is in blue. So you can see here that in blue, right, the stock market is reaching new all-time highs, but Bitcoin is down. That's frustrating, right? You're probably like, oh, why isn't Bitcoin going up? Come on, crypto, right? Well, let's look back a little bit further. So you can see here that Bitcoin really outperformed the SPX all the way back when it made its first leg up. Then they kind of came back together a little bit. Then Bitcoin right here, the beginning of 2024, dipped lower while the stock market ripped higher. But guess what happened after this point? Bitcoin then rallied all the way and then went higher and outperformed the stock market. And I believe that Bitcoin is always going to outperform the stock market because there's just less liquidity in the market right now for Bitcoin, even though it's growing. This is just a little bit of a deviation. We've seen a few of these deviations happening, and then every single time Bitcoin has then rallied past the stock market. So I think it's just a matter of time before Bitcoin ends up catching up, new all-time highs, and going crazy. Well, what would that look like? Well, here is, according to Titans of Crypto, his zone here. Target zone is between 94,000 and 109,000. He says new target zone is right here. Bitcoin is now back above key levels and targeting higher. It goes up. So again, just posted this today, and this kind of gives you an understanding of like where we're at in the market cycle. Now, he's targeting this sometime in October, according to these charts. So everyone I know always feels the day-to-day fluctuations, the minute, the this, the that. Look at their portfolio, and it's down 20% and up 20%. If you're doing that, right, you're probably going to drive yourself a little bit crazy. So what these charts are showing us is that there's no reason yet to be thinking that we're going to roll over and go all the way down here. Now, that's a possibility, okay? So I want you to know that while this is one target to the upside, there's also a target to the downside. So we need to continuously monitor this market, and that's why you keep coming back to this channel, so that when we have new data to work with, we can make the best decisions at that time. Because if Bitcoin starts breaking below these levels and then retesting, that might be an opportunity for us to hedge our bets, right? So go short or actually take some money off the table just in case it does roll over. Now, again, this is, I'm not telling you what to do here. I'll never tell you what to do with your money here. Just report the data. But that's what it's showing us right now. Now, according to, many of you on this channel are probably wondering, well, Joe, wait, why are you talking about Bitcoin? Let's get into the altcoins, right? And we'll get into those in a minute. But you can also see Titans of Crypto saying the same pattern is playing out for Bitcoin dominance. This outcome is near altcoin season. So you can see here, this is the Bitcoin dominance chart. And every single time we've reached this red line, we get a huge move down for alt season. So you can see here, red line all the way down, crazy alt season all the way back in 2018. Came back up, tested the line as soon as we did, hammered it down all the way back down alt season 2021, 2022. We've just now reached this line. Okay, so now if we break this line, that's, again, we're literally right on the line, right about, testing and breaking it. But what we're seeing here is that there's a potential that this goes lower. An altcoin season is going to happen at the end of 2024 into 2025. That's, again, a prediction. No one knows for sure. But just looking at this chart, right, like it looks like it just keeps downtrending, downtrending, downtrending. And Bitcoin dominance, while it's been on an uptrend and everybody says Bitcoin, 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 I believe that we will receive an altcoin season. And most people are just not studying this properly. And another reason why I'm actually more bullish on altcoins now is because it is Bitcoin season, and the altcoin season index is at 16. Remember, we made our public YouTube buys for 2023 all the way back when this was where we were at 16, 7, 3, 23. That's the best time for entry points for altcoins according to data. Now, again, there's lots of volatility and fluctuation, and trying to pick these altcoins today is very difficult, but I just want to share with you, like, we're in a zone now where, yeah, it's not altcoin season, okay? Like, altcoin season was a few months ago back here in March. Like, yeah, altcoins were going crazy. Altcoin season index was at 76. Now it's at 16, and everyone's bearish. Well, yeah, of course, right? Because it feels like, oh, the altcoins are going down, right? And, well, they are. But according to Kai Young Ju, he says right here, we're entering an early alt season. ETH MRV is rising faster than Bitcoin MRV, suggesting that the ETH market is heating up relative to its on-chain fundamentals. Given the current ETF situation for Ethereum, this might be an ETH-only season. Historically, when ETH surges, other alts tend to follow. Now, this makes sense to me. The ETH ETF is set to go live in a couple of weeks. So if I'm a market maker, right, and I really want to reward people who are in this market, not just for the short term, like, what would I do? I'd probably send it lower, right? After we've had, if we take a look at the charts here, right? Let's go back and look at the charts. And we'll go look at Ethereum, okay? Instead of Bitcoin, let's go look at ETH, right? Now on Coinbase, right, you can see here, Ethereum, okay, is actually looking a little bit stronger than Bitcoin right now at this time. And if you saw, we got this huge news right here approximately. Well, let's see. When did we get the news? Yeah, this was the news candle. Okay. We went up 28% literally within a week. All right. Now, this was the buy the rumor, selling of the news now, right? And now the official ETF, I believe, is going to be happening within this range. And I think we're going to do something like this. Okay. We're going to hold this trend, right? I believe that this trend is still in play. We might kind of trickle into it, in the next couple of weeks here. And then ultimately, look to go higher towards all-time highs, okay? Ethereum hasn't even reached all-time highs yet. Bitcoin slightly got to all-time highs. But if you know anything about crypto and altcoins, they always lag behind Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin's kind of lagging behind yet and we haven't seen that explosive move for new all-time highs and everything else, everything's just not there yet. It's not there. It's hard to be patient right now because we're all excited. We can kind of, we can see what could happen next, and it feels like if you've been in this bear market, you've been waiting for years for this finally to go happen and to actually make some money in this. But in reality, it's just going to take a little bit more time, is my opinion. So let's get into now some more charts and some other altcoin seasons for what could happen next with these altcoins. Well, according to Young Ju here, it says again, Memecoin dominance in the alt market is declining. Crypto Twitter might be shifting from gambling to focusing on more fundamentals, similar to a few years ago. Pack it up, lads. It's over. Now, when I see something like this, I get excited for meme coins. Why? When you have a huge move in meme coins, okay, and we've been covering meme coins a lot in March because I saw this. I'm like, there's something to these meme coins, right? I've been sleeping on this. I'm not going to sleep on it anymore. Well, now these meme coins are starting to come down. The dominance is starting to come down. The money's starting to filter into Ethereum and some of these other, higher cap coins. So that means that memes are on discount. Now, I'm a believer in memes for the rest of the cycle until proven differently because the top narratives have been meme coins in Q1. Now, this might shift, but it doesn't matter. I think meme coins are going to just be what the people want. I'm sorry to say this, but retail wants the memes. And retail, I believe, comes in at the end of the market like we've seen, and I think that memes are going to fly again, and they're going to outperform everything just like they have in the last couple of cycles. I believe your memes are your NFTs of the last cycle. I believe your memes are the ICOs of the last cycle. I believe it's going to be memes. Now, it's going to be a select few memes, which we've talked about a few of those on the channel already, but this is just what I believe. Okay, so what are some of the other places that money's going to flow? RWA, AI, DePIN, DeFi, Layer 1, GameFi, and Layer 2. So let's take a look now at what's happening in the stock market, because if we're lagging behind the stock market, let's look for clues as to what's going to run for crypto. NVIDIA chart, right? Chart Champ said, how high can NVIDIA go? NVIDIA just looks like a hockey stick, right? It looks crazy, but it could still go higher. I know that's nuts to say, but in a bull run, this is where you get these crazy numbers where things just keep going and it feels like it will not stop. Now, at some point, it will stop, okay? But it says NVIDIA has gone parabolic since announcing its 10-to-1 stock split. And I think we are still in the early stages of a rally. These are my key Fibonacci levels for NVIDIA. We have successfully broken the first target of 130, and we're flipping this target from resistance into support before rallying higher. The next key target is at 164 at the 1618. The 2618 is even higher than that. And I know that sounds crazy, but he took the high from the low here from right around $100. Again, we went higher. Looks like we're flipping the 130.84, and the next target would be the 1618. Now, this isn't going to happen overnight, most likely, okay? And you can see here from May, we went up to the next part. That was like a month or two right into June. So again, I think that NVIDIA, if this is going to trend higher, then what's going to happen is artificial intelligence coins are going to absolutely fly. And if you look today on the bubbles, what are your best performers? Fetch AI, AGIX, Core, right? These are like your best ones. Near Protocol. Again, coins that we've talked about already on this channel multiple times. Why? Because they are performing. We just go where the data goes. So why I'm sharing this with you is because I believe that there's going to be some artificial intelligent coins that are going to do very, very well. Again, trending right now, Fetch AI, Render, Singularity Net, coins to pay attention to and to keep looking. Now, for Fetch AI, we ended up buying publicly on our channel all the way down here at 20 cents. Okay, we ended up buying like literally back here in October. Now, again, this went absolutely wild and it came and it went down a little bit. Okay, fine. Like, volatility is in the game. If you see a chart that goes this parabolic, there's a chance that it does correct, okay? So just understand that this is high risk, high reward speculative investing. But let's look at some of these other crypto altcoins. Another one that we've talked about is AIOZ. Now, we bought AIOZ at 87 cents, I believe 82 cents. And unfortunately, yes, this is certainly corrected with the entire market as well. But right now, there's a little bit of support here at 50-something cents. I believe that we could come back maybe a little bit lower before setting it a higher low and then potentially going higher with AIOZ. I'm still a believer in this. I'm still a believer in like a lot of these cryptocurrency AI coins because of the fact that NVIDIA is reaching new all-time highs. Again, if we look back at our chart, let me find this here. Remember, Bitcoin is lagging behind the stock market. Because Bitcoin's behind the stock market, that means that artificial intelligence coins are going to be behind NVIDIA. Well, look at NVIDIA. If NVIDIA is reaching new all-time highs, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before a lot of these AI coins are going to reach new all-time highs as well. Now, again, that's my thesis. That's my thinking. This is what I'm doing with my own resources. You do what you want to do. But the data and what is being shown right now, to me, this narrative is insanely strong. Why is AI strong? Because there is a huge shift in the way of the world right now. And I think AI, it's not going anywhere, okay? It's only going to get stronger and stronger. So all these AI projects, I believe, are going to get a ton of liquidity. If and when NVIDIA actually tops, right? Let's say tops here, people sell. Well, what are they going to do with those profits? Go on a vacation? Maybe. I mean, I'm sure some people retire for life, but smart money is going to start to flow into an asset class that is insanely undervalued. I mean, look at this. 29 billion for the entire market of AI coins in crypto. This is more than a $2 trillion asset alone in the stock market. Do you not think some of those billions of dollars is going to flow over here? I do. And that's why I have some of these altcoins, right? So again, if you just look at the data right now, 7 days, right? What are the best performers? Well, here are your options. You can see here that this Precipitate AI one, Rain, is up 43%. LimeWire, Erebus, and then again, you have coins that we've talked about here. ChainGPT sitting at $84 million market cap. Tons of volume. And again, why am I bullish on something like ChainGPT? Well, if you take a look at the chart, during that first AI bubble, it went crazy. Now, if you look at the markets, it's on Bybit. It's on a lot of different exchanges. This isn't on Binance. This isn't on Coinbase. This isn't on any of the other, like, it's not on OKX, right? So to me, it's not on even a lot of the exchanges yet. Like, there's still so much more potential, I believe, for a coin like this. Now, because I believe that, right, and I'm a holder of this crypto asset, and I'm an ambassador with ChainGPT, obviously I'm biased towards it, but the reason why I've decided to make those decisions and to teach you about this is because look at the volatility. Do you want to buy something at 14 cents and have it go to 60 cents, right? 50 cents here? Well, of course you probably do. You'd love to triple or quadruple your money. You're not going to get that most likely in something like Nvidia anymore, okay? Here to here, right? You may double your money. That's it. That might be the best that you can do. Maybe, right? If we go from 130 to 160, that's not even a double. That's like, I don't know, 10%, 20%, right? We're in a coin like ChainGPT. If you went from 16, 17 cents here back to all-time high, you're like quadrupling your money. So the risk here, though, is exponentially greater. So remember that because you buy here at 17 cents doesn't guarantee that it goes all the way up here, right? This between the two is completely different, right? But I'm sharing this with you because if you want to take the risk for yourself, this is where the gains could potentially be. Let's look at other coins that are, riskier, but ones that I have faith in and believe in at the current moment. Sold Aitech. Again, the reason why is because this chart looks just like ChainGPT's chart. This has an even higher market cap right now, and I believe that, again, I believe in AI. These guys are building a real marketplace, a real warehouse. They're building some real stuff here. So this is what I like to see. Engagement. I like to see volume. And again, I like to see here that they're not even on the major exchanges yet. By the time that happens, then yeah, it's probably like, I wouldn't say it's too late, but a majority of people aren't even looking at these coins, all right? Now, these are high risk speculative assets. $93 million market cap, fully diluted is at, $289 million. But again, just a couple of examples of other coins that we've talked about. Let's talk about some other cryptocurrency coins here in AI, right? There's a lot more, all right? And I'm not going to spoil it because I have one tomorrow that I'm going to be sharing with you. We're going to be doing a full dedicated video on, and I believe that it is also undervalued. Okay, so this other largest gainers here today, LAIKAAI is another crypto that we've talked about. And again, a lot of these charts look the same. This is a super micro cap sitting at just a $3 million valuation, 11 million fully diluted. But this is one that we are holders of, early investors of, as well as ones that we've just done some basic research here with you on YouTube. We're going to be doing more in the future on these AI coins because I think, like, for some of these, it's just going to be crazy, okay? Now, a majority of these, like I said earlier in the video, right, 99 out of every 100 of these cryptos is not going to make it in the long run. That's just the reality of the market today. There are thousands of these coins out there, right? Just like, not every company in the stock market is going to make crazy gains like Nvidia, right? You got one crazy chart here, and you probably have 999 others that just, not doing that great. But the fact that the stock market's doing good, all this is doing good, a flee back into some of the better coins, this is where I would start studying this a little bit more. Actually, too, I'd start continuously looking at meme coins. And if you want things that are maybe a little less risky, what's great about CoinGecko is you can look at some of the top cryptocurrency venture portfolio coins by their market cap. So if we know that there's going to be potentially an ETH season, and there's going to be a rotation away from Solana and meme coins in general, I still believe that that's probably the best time to start looking at those because that's when people are going to give up on those and just like shift money over here. So there is a trade to be had with that, but I think that's where you capitalize on the reverse, okay? You want to do the opposite of what other people are doing. And it might not feel good in the moment because some of these coins are like in the green, right? The ETH ones. But when you buy those meme coins at those rock bottom prices, and then when the meme season comes back towards the end of the cycle or altcoin season, my gosh, I believe they're going to fly. So to me, I have a very well-rounded portfolio where I have memes, I have AI, I have hands everywhere with a lot of these crypto coins because I know that they kind of shift around. And then at one point, they all just go nuts. And that's when you want to just cash out, right? It's like when your portfolio looks absolutely insane and you might have like retirement money. Okay, then I'll never tell you what to do with your own resources, but this is my thinking again with altcoins because a lot of the time this stuff just repeats. It just repeats, and we've seen this with the cycles over and over and over again. So what is Coinbase holding? They're holding Uniswap, Near Protocol, Polygon, right? This is the decentralized exchange, probably the #1 decentralized exchange in the world on Ethereum. That's why they're holding it. I can see this doing well. Near protocol, AI, layer 2, right? Immutable X, layer 2. What other coins? Lido DAO, another Ethereum crypto. You also have, other layer 1s. You have Mina Protocol. Okay, you have a lot of these other crypto coins that I believe are going to do really well again, but especially those ones that have anything to do with Ethereum, right? So if they've been lagging behind here a little bit, and look at how many different coins there are in Coinbase's portfolio here. Like, it's pretty crazy, right? Like, you think to yourself, like, well, maybe I have a lot of altcoins in my portfolio. Look at how many they have and they've invested in. So the game of altcoins is getting more difficult, but diversification and being able to study these markets is where you can do very, very well for yourself. So if you have enjoyed this video and you want to learn even more with us, click the links down below. Join us in VIP today, because I've made a lot more videos. I'm going to continue to make even more videos. And while most people are not picking out the right bubbles and not figuring out what's going on here, you are. So make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Keep coming back. More videos very soon, especially on what we've just talked about. And that's why these videos are very time sensitive. All right. So make sure that what I say today, 3 months might be completely irrelevant, right? So the videos here are time sensitive. Hit that bell. Keep coming back. We'll see you in the next ones. Stay